Hi guys, it's Dr. Justin Burta, your tattooed business doc, and I'm drinking my elixir, which is coffee. It's not my fault, I'm awesome. You can see it's written on my cup. Right, accounting and an introduction to accounting and what we will be discussing over whatever, how many little videos and takes and whatever else we do. So IFRS is the reporting standard we use in South Africa. And as you can see, it is quite a mountain of books. It is literally 6 volumes. Isn't that wonderful? And they expect that this must be in our brains as accountants and chartered accountants. This is issued by the South African Institute of Chartered Accountants, but they mostly didn't write it. It's a bunch of international old men and ladies that have got nothing better to do than to make our lives difficult. So yes, let's just move this out of the way. I mean, John Wick would love these books. I mean, you could literally kill a whole army just with these books. So he would love it. So accounting. Accounting is the language of business. It tells you the story. It tells you the narrative of your business. It tells you, are you doing well? Are you profitable? Not profitable? All those lovely kind of things. I can bore you to death. Literally, I can bore you to death. These books bore me to death. The most important things, guys, is accounting is a social science, not a mathematical science. Why do we say a social science? Because it's something that's called professional judgment. You as an accountant, chartered business accountant, a chartered management accountant, financial accountant, doesn't matter. In South Africa, we don't differentiate that much between financial management and business accounting. We don't differentiate that much, as much we don't really differentiate between internal auditing and external auditing. We're still terribly far behind the rest of the world, but we also lack the skills, to be very honest. So what is the importance of accounting? Guys, you need to know if you're making money or not. You know, in days when I started back in the day, I mean 26 years ago, a lot of clients, when you go there, you say to them, well, this is the bottom line, you're not making money, and then they'll turn around and tell you, but listen, come and sit in my business and come and make money there. You know what? And I was lucky enough to my articles, everything else. So then I said, okay, well, let me go into just a short stint, you know, selling office furniture. Then I did some interior furniture, you know, the rich and famous people's furniture for a manufacturing concern. And I sold filing solutions at some stage. So I went into various aspects of sales where you sell a product that is manufactured from a supplier. We're actually manufacturing and selling the product to the end user. And again, where you sell solutions. And this dates back to the times I actually worked for Hyperama in Westgate as a cashier, or first as a packer, pack groceries, then a cashier, and then a cash bank supervisor. So you learn there how to work with customers, fast moving consumer goods and the retail sector and all those kind of things. And the one thing about it all is each and every one of those industries have got a different way of accounting for their main operations. Telephone expenses, it won't change. Telephone is not all of a sudden going to become a NASA's shuttle to the moon or something like that. I mean, most of these days it looks like it, but no, not quite. Entertainment's entertainment. The most of your normal overheads are the same. You would allocate in the same proportion, but in some instances, when you look at cost accounting, your apportionment might be different because you want to see what is direct, indirect costs, all those kind of things. And in some cases, you have opening and closing stock and all those kind of things which affect your cost of sales. Financial statements, I mean, these days got beautiful names. Statement of financial position, statement of comprehensive income, statement of changes in equity, and your cash, and your statement of changes in cash or cash flow, whatever you want to call it these days. In my days, it was a balance sheet, an income statement, an equity statement, and a cash flow statement, pretty much telling you where your cash went, kind of thing. Right, I'm old school. I like it easy. I like it simple. I still do my financials on Excel. Even though there's a hell of a lot of programs that does it for you, I still believe that this thing right here that knows all of this should be able to do it. And this is a big problem. So, as an introduction, I'd rather tell you the pitfalls. A lot of people, employed people, have got no idea how to do accounting. As bookkeepers, administrators, and everything else, I deal with them on a daily basis where people are swearing and screaming because their staff is pretty much not there. You know, you cannot expect someone to understand debits and credits, never actually studied it. And yes, we've got a massive skills drain in this country, but you've got to get the right people on board, because if your finances are not managed correctly, you will fail. or you will feel like a failure when you're not a failure, because you really don't know what the hell's going on in your business. And I'll tell you, I have a lot of clients, 190 odd clients, and I keep on saying this, it sounds terrible, but out of a lot of them, they struggle. They really struggle. And it's because you've got to do everything yourself as a business owner, especially if you're in a small, medium, micro sphere. You do a lot yourself. Sometimes you hope your wife can help you out. Your wife tries, man. I've got a lot of clients whose wives run their finances, and they try their best. They do try their best. But they're not accountants. You've got to find an accountant that understands you. Our motto at my firm is, we love your business as much as you do. We care for your business as much as you do. And that's important, because a person has to. We've got to advise you. We've got to tell you when things are not good and when things are great. And, planning for things. If you want to buy houses, cars, expand your business, expand your operations, get new machines, all these kind of things. It is a process. It's a plan. And a lot of people get it wrong because the accounting is just not there. And that's where a person needs to understand you need to really, really focus. It's the language of your business. It's the story your business tells. And it's extremely important you tell the right story. So I've got your back, and everything will be okay. See you in the next session.